Let's start. Hey everyone, Build It here. Getting ready to do another video on the ProFi box. This one is for the month of March. So I just got it the other day. I haven't opened it yet. It's actually sitting right here. I'm going to pull it out and put it up on the table. So we have it right here in front of us. And you can see it. And I am going to move my camera over to where it's in front of me instead of being basically behind me right now. I'll put it right here. I think that'll do good enough. Okay. So we have the box here. This is the ProFi box. This is Filament One's monthly subscription box. We're going to open this guy up. Let me find probably my ammo chest here. Find my not there. I don't see my knife. I don't see my cutters anywhere. They were right here. Now I don't know where they are. There. Got it. All right. Got my cutters. We're ready to open it. Cut that guy open. Get in here and find the seam of the box, and we'll cut that guy open too. All right. So we got our packing slip inside. And our packing slip says this month's filament is a Pro Select Ultramarine Blue. And Pro Select Mint. Anniversary special. $200 off E3D tool changer. $15 filament cash use code. ProFi giveaway with amazing prizes. There's a place you can go register for the prizes. And that place to register for prizes is filament1.com/PB March 20. By visiting that location, you can find out how to register and win prizes. The group project for the month is by Art Creator. It's on the same web page as they said for the contest. Our accessory this month is a pair of digital calipers. Always in need of digital calipers. If you don't have one, this one will probably do fine for most instances. I do have my own set that I use regularly. Don't know where they are right now. They're Fowler. They're a fairly decent brand of caliper. Don't see it. Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Not important. So there's the caliper. That's the accessory for the month. Excuse me. It'll do There's the millimeters and inches. It actually has an on-off button. The Fowler one that I have, which is all metal, this is plastic. So be careful of it. The wear and tear may not be the greatest, but it will be okay. So it has an on-off switch on it, which the Fowler does not. The Fowler just turns off automatically after a period of not being used. It converts millimeters or inches. For most printing, as we all know, if you're into 3D printing at all, millimeters is usually the way we go. Right now it says it is at -50, you can hit the 0 and it will zero it out and put it at 0. And it should stay at 0 if you power it on and off. That's okay. Alright. So the filaments we talked about, let's pull up the first one here. They packed it a little differently than they've done in the past. They actually put bubble wrap around each of them. They actually have a Ziploc bag for them. Thing is, they need to be a little more careful with them because, like this Ziploc bag, just like the ones before, have punctures in them. They're getting holes in the bag, so we got to be a little more careful with that to avoid it. So this is the Ultramarine Blue. Don't know what it looks like. I'm gonna open it up, so you all can see. I mean, that's what it's about, right? We need to see what things are. It doesn't tear away cleanly. It'd be nice to pour away better. So it's going to be more difficult to do. I'm actually going to use my knife to just cut it away instead of fighting with trying to tear it all the way. My knife will make a decent job of it. You gotta get below the seal when you cut it. That's the other half of the problem. There's a seal on it. So basically, what they do is they use a heat press thing and they seal the bag closed just above where the Ziploc is, where the zipper is. So this is the ultramarine blue, a nice bright blue filament. Everybody's got to have their own names for everything. I know everything has to be a little different. The blues are different. You got dark blue or sky blue or whatever. So they call this ultramarine blue. It's just like when you buy, what is that other one? Polyalchemy. The Emerald City green. So you can see right here on the bag also where it ripped through during shipment. So it needs a little bit better protection for that. But, the bag really is kind of worthless. It's not going to keep the moisture out of it now with the holes in the bag. So I'll replace it with one of my 1 gallon Ziploc bags that I have. So that's what I use to store my filaments after I open them typically. Since most of them are just in vacuum sealed bags most of the time with a with a little bit of desiccant in it. Like these are vacuum sealed. This one's actually sealed, so there's obviously no holes in this bag. You can see how it's tightly scrunched up and pulled tight against the reel. That shows that this one has not had any punctures in it. And that's what you want to see. You really want to see it with no punctures in it, so that way moisture did not get inside, and you have a nice, good filament, this good dry filament. The desiccant will help keep it dry, it'll suck the moisture out. The vacuum seal shows that no moisture can get in, and so that way you end up with a nice, what do you want to call it? A filament that should print at its best quality. Let's put it that way. So this is the mint color. It's sort of a very, very pale blue-green or green-blue, depending on how you want to call it. So this is that mint. So that looks pretty cool. I'm not sure what I'll print with it yet, but I'll figure out something. I have so many rolls of filament now. I'm probably getting close to 100 rolls of filament. So that's okay. I have plenty of printers, and eventually I will print with it. Of course, at current rate, because I've been so busy with other things in my life, as some of you know, both financially and otherwise, I haven't printed very much. And there's a glint sticker. So Filament One's glint sticker inside the box also, which is kind of a rainbow or reflective, I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but it's got that kind of rainbow reflection in it. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, you can. On the edge and the silver you can see it. So that's the sticker they gave you this month. Let me open the web page and we'll look at what the project is for the month. This is a group project. Don't know if that means group or it's just one that's available to the ProFi group. All right, so let's go to this web page here. Let me open my browser up. And filament1.com/pb-mar20 March of 20. So this is just what we got. The accessories, digital calipers, the ultramarine, and the mint. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, didn't show that. It was right here on top of the box. Pedro gummy bears. I don't know how good they are. Because we don't usually in our groups, in our 3D printing groups. It's typically got the name of the brand. Anyway, gummy bears are very typical in the group, but a German brand. I've got the brand though. It's typically what they give. Yeah, it's not important. I don't care about the gummy bears. I can't eat them because of the sugar content. Let's see. Here's the project. So I'll save it, and then I'll open it up in a slicer so you can see what it is. Save as. As I do with all my things that I save them on my, of course, not going to show it right away. I got to go to E, and then under 3D printing, and then under projects. That's where I store all of my models. And I don't know if I have a Filament One directory or not, because sometimes I just store it by who does it. No, I don't have a Filament One directory. So this is by Art Creator. And I do have a folder for him because I bought one of his products. So there's Art Creator. And I bought a Spana. That's the multi-material 3D model that I will one day print when I have more time. And this is Summer. So this is another one of his girl models, I think. And I will. I don't want to put it in a Spana. I want to leave it in its own folder by itself. It's a zip, so I can unzip it and it'll create its own folder. Okay, so now we have a Spana in there. Maybe 37 seconds remaining. Still downloading. So I know some of you saw my video about how I was scammed. I was forced to take it down. The scammer complained to YouTube, and I was told it violated privacy rights, and so I had to take down the video. It's unfortunate because I just wanted to inform people so that they would avoid this person at all cost. And so I can't say the person's name now because of that. Otherwise they'll ban this YouTube video, but hopefully some of you got to see it. Let's see, it is done. Let's open it up. And here's the zip file, and I'm going to unzip it. And there's a guide for printing it, because this is another one of those multi-part, so multi-material. I do have a Prusa multi-material, so it will eventually be printed on my Prusa. So this is Summer, and these are all the parts for her. And you can print her in these different colors, because those parts are divided up, so you can print it in colors. If I can get it to move. And so you got like a reddish brown, what do you call it? More of a purple, not quite purple, but a little bit on the purple side. And this is like a reddish brown hair with one of those purple bands in it. So you'll see that like the hair is separate pieces. And I don't know if the band is a separate piece or not. It doesn't look like it is. I don't know how I got it to print a separate color for the band if the band is not a separate color, but okay. You can see right here, it's obvious that it's a different color in that picture, right there on that piece of the band. Anyway, we can go on. So that's the project for the month, and he talks about it here, and talks about how it gets put together. So it has these little pins that you print, and those hold it together. This is very similar to another company who does models as well, that they use these little pins to put together. I've printed a few of them. I supported that company on a Kickstarter to make those. And this shows you how to assemble it. And there's a left and right actually marked on the ponytails, and hopefully on the underside so that you don't see it. The right arm will need support and infill, it says. Left arm and hips can be printed without support, but will need infill. 15% is enough, so it tells you, he gives you all the directions on what he thinks what works best when he printed it, with whatever printer he used. Since I have no idea what printer he used, it's very difficult for me to say anything beyond, what he's doing, right? So he might be using like a Prusa i3 Mach 3 with MMU, or he might be using whatever printer with a what's that company again? I always forget the damn company. So the palette. So if you're printing using a palette, the palette is a system that cuts and splices filament together. And you can use a paint program called Palette Paint, which will allow you to change the colors as you need, and it will do it at different levels wherever you painted the color. But it only does, again, it does 4 colors. I have Prusa i3 Mach 2 S with MMU 1, the first MMU, and so it does not do 5 colors. It does 4 colors. So this looks like it's a 4-color object. Your eyes, you're going to have to paint if you want to do the eyes, but you like the shorts, the legs themselves without the feet, without the skates, the boots and skates, the bands, the clothes, and the hair are all able to be printed different colors. So that's what we're able to do with this. The base is printed. You can print separately. You can use 2 different colors on that. So right now you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, those could be painted. The wheels could be printed in black. You know, so he has more colors than we're able to print, right? Unless you paint. So we stick with the 4-color, which is what I can do. The laces have to be painted because they're not separate. So you have the skates. The socks are not separate, so you'd have to paint the socks. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 colors just right there, and that's without doing the base and the grass or the leaves or whatever it is there that she's posed on, the stand for her. So that's what we got. And then if you want to do the wheels, you can print them in black. But then you need a 5th color, which you can do with an MK3S and the MMU2. You can't do it with MMU1. And palette only does 4 as well, so you can only do 4 colors in palette. So you'd more than likely end up painting the wheels in order to print this. And that about does it. It looks like he painted also like he also looks like he painted the bottom of the shoe for the skate. So there we go. That's the project for the month. That's summer. Thank you, Art Creator, for that piece of work, and thank you, Filament One, for the ProFi box for the month. And thank you everybody for following along. Get my cameras back up here again. I appreciate it, all my subscribers, and hopefully we can get to 500 by the end of the year, and I can do another giveaway. That'd be cool. That'd be halfway to 1,000. And I'm at 136 now. I appreciate that from everybody who's following me and stayed with me. Thank you very much. And that's it for the Filament One ProFi box for the month of March. And we'll see you on the Filament One ProFi box for the month of May when that box arrives. Have a great day, and we'll see you around next time. Build it out.